A new play with music by Sigmund Romberg is always an event of first importance in any Broadway season. When, in addition to Mr. Romberg's fine score, the play has an excellent cast, a novel story, and a fine production, the result is bound to be a major hit. May Wine is just that, a major hit. By arrangement with Lawrence Schwab, the producer, we present tonight a song theme from May Wine with three of the principal players. Mr. Romberg himself will take my baton to conduct the Connecticut Yankees in the May Wine music. With the permission of the sponsors of his own program, we are honored to present Mr. Sigmund Romberg.
Thank you, Rudy. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Vallée has asked me to tell you about the people from May Wine. I do so with pleasure, since it gives me a chance to thank them for their excellent work in the play. First, there's Vera, a lovely young lady who comes to the stage from radio. Also, my old friend Walter Woolf, now, thanks to the movies, known as Walter Woolf's King. You have seen him, no doubt, in the new Marx Brothers picture. With Miss Man and Mr. King, you will hear Leon G. Carroll. Rudy tells me you have had Mr. Carroll here on this program as a guest just recently. And now, Rudy, if I may take your stick.
Here you are, Romy. We hear then Vera Van, Walter Woolf King, and Leo G. Carroll in Viennese Interlude, a scene from May Wine. Scene, a nightclub in Vienna. Our spotlight rests on three people at a ringside table. Two men and a very youthful and very beautiful girl. The men, Baron Kuno, young, charming, a man about town in the best Viennese tradition. Penniless, but gay about it all. And Uncle Tishka, also charming, but on the elderly side. Both gentlemen are just a trifle tipsy. The girl is Friedel, so young, so innocent-seeming that we are surprised to learn that she is an entertainer here in the Club Florida, a fact of which we are apprised when, at a signal from the orchestra leader, she rises, goes to the band platform, and beautifully sings.
Somebody ought to be told that I've arrived. Nobody seems to know I'm here. Somebody ought to be told that I'm deprived of something that my heart holds dear. I am sentimental. I want someone to be like you bent and sweetly sentimental over me. Somebody ought to be told that I've arrived. I'm free and fair and 21. I guess I ought to tell someone.
Friedel, come back here. Friedel, you're not going to leave us.
Do you want me to stay, gentlemen?
My dear young lady, have you forgotten? One of us is going to escort you home. But not before we've had more wine.
Oh, I've been sitting here with you boys all evening, and all you've talked about is how you can possibly raise money to pay your debt. You know, for the last hour, I've been wanting to ask you a question.
What is it, Friedel?
Why don't you both go to work?
What? You mean get a job?
Yes.
She's had too much wine. When you are a gentleman, such things just aren't done.
Oh.
Father taught me that when I was a boy. With so much to see and so much to be enjoyed, a blue blood should be eternally unemployed. Always be a gentleman and let the styles and fads. Work is meant for cads.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't know.
I
only thought that...
You're not to blame, my dear.
Oh, the little girl is very unworldly. I promised to be her tutor.
Oh, what are you going to teach her?
Everything. She's a new page, never been written on. Doesn't know the difference between right and wrong.
Well, how about you teaching her what's right and let me teach her what's wrong?
He said he was going to teach me how to say no to men.
Well, that's a fine thing to do. A fine idea to spread amongst young girls.
Friedel and I understand each other, and she's going home with me.
Now, just a moment. I'll state my case, then you can state yours. Then let her choose.
Good. Let it be a duel of wits.
Well, I hate to take advantage of an unarmed man. However, listen, Friedel. I happen to know this man, and his record's bad. He leads young girls on, and on, and on.
And on, and on.
He said it for me. Now you know what to expect. Which of us do you choose? He comes to you garbed in the borrowed plumes of the poet. He offers you a ride on a pair of gossamer roller skates up the rose-strewn path of romance. And in the end, what will you find? A cul-de-sac of thwarted dreams.
Just a minute, please. Let me make my own offer. Friedel, I don't love you, and you don't love me.
Well, it all sounds very dull so far.
But let our hearts go where they will. Our lips are close. I hold your hand. My eyes look into your eyes. And at this moment, nothing seems more beautiful, more important than you.
Oh, Baron.
Touché. I desire beauty. You desire youth.
I claim a foul.
Go on, Baron Kuno. Oh, do go on.
Well, you win, Kuno. I shall retire from the field, limping slightly. See you tomorrow, children.
Listen, Friedel. We owe each other nothing. If you enrich my life and I yours, shall we owe each other any more? No. Let us make no promise except to leave each other soon and with nothing to regret. Tomorrow.
Nothing to regret. You'll find me making no demand, no claim upon you. Kiss me and forget.
Kiss me and forget.
Kiss me while you may. Tomorrow is another day.
So while you're glowing with a sweet warm flame upon you, let it burn away.
Let its life be short and gay. Just once around the clock, and then goodbye, dear. Love likes to fly by night, so let it fly, dear.
Love likes to fly by night, so let it fly, dear. And when it's over, bid me goodbye, dear. Just as we met with the coming of the moonlight, we'll part with the rising of the sun.
Just once around the clock, as happy strangers who seek the joys of life without its danger.
Just once around the clock, let beauty lead you. And when it's over, darling, Godspeed you. Just as we met with the coming of the moonlight, we'll part with the rising of the sun. Oh, waiter.
Yes, Sir Baron.
My bill, please.
At once, Sir Baron.
Oh, Friedel, I'm afraid we must call on Uncle Pisket to pay the bill. Where did he go?
I believe he walked out on us.
Oh, no. Here he is. Uncle Pisket? Friedel wants you.
Me?
That's what she said. Seems to lost all interest in me.
Oh, that's my boy. It was just a matter of time.
Au revoir, Uncle.
Just once around the clock, and then goodbye, dear. Love likes to fly by night, so let it fly, dear.
Love likes to fly by night, so let it fly, dear.
Oh, Uncle Pishka, let's go home.
You mean it?
Beg pardon, sir. Baron Kuno said you were to take the bill.
Oh, certainly. Here, bring the change quickly. Kuno, the bill is paid.
Good, excellent. Come, Friedel. We'll seek the joys of love without its dangers. Just once around the clock, let beauty lead you.
Good night, dear Uncle Pishka.
Godspeed you. Just as we met with the coming of the moonlight, we'll part with the rising of the sun.
Your change, sir.
What? Oh, yes. Give it here. Thank you. Well?
Her Baron and the young lady, they have gone?
Yes, they have indeed. Oh, well, she'd probably be a confounded nuisance anyway. Here's your tip.